To start things off, thank you to all the local representatives who have shown up to this proposal. My name is Jared Lee. The first thing I would like to ask is how many of you drink water to survive? That is right, all of us do. So today, I am going to be presenting to you my proposal for conserving water for the future of Clovis, New Mexico. What is the Ugala? Well, it is an aquifer, which is an underground water source. As you can see from this map of the aquifer, it is a massive source of water that is responsible for our modern way of life from the eastern plains up through the Midwest up to Nebraska. The Ugala has as much water as Lake Huron does in the Great Lakes region of North America. But as you can see in this figure from New Mexico Tech's study of the Ugala aquifer, our area's part is running extremely low. As you can tell, it's all in red up through Lubbock, Texas. And once that water underneath us is gone, there is no getting it back unless we wait another 15,000 years, say. There are areas near the city where water is all but gone, such as Curry County Road 5. Resident Buffy Berdoza must fill up multiple 5-gallon buckets in town to do simple tasks in his house, such as flush the toilet, bathe his child, and this could be everyone else's future too in the city, unless we stop wasting water at our current consumption rate. Well, all of you may be asking, what can we do to stop this? Well, as of right now, our current plan is a $550 million, 150-mile pipeline from Ute Lake in Logan to Clovis. This will take around 15 years to complete, and it is not a long-term answer. Some of you may say, well, that doesn't work, drill more wells. The city had 28 wells in 2000. Today, there are 73 wells, and they do not pump as much water as the 28 wells did in 2000. Some of you may also say, how about we just encourage more water conservation? And not enough people have responded strongly to our efforts. Our best bet is to start water conservation laws, change those water conservation efforts into laws to ensure people actually follow the rules. My goals and objectives are based largely off California and Las Vegas's, two cities or areas that struggle with water. California has just implemented two new bills, Senate Bill 606 and Assembly Bill 1668. These call for new urban efficiency standards for indoor use and water leaks by 2022. And some of these standards include 55 gallons of water use per person in a household. In Las Vegas, they have implemented excellent turf grass laws that includes things such as strict water restrictions, increases in water rates, and lawn size restrictions. Through a combination of these plans, the city of Clovis can conserve lots of water and even save money while doing it. With these plans in place, I do not plan on the city having to drill nearly 50 wells in the next 20 years like they have in the previous 20. My plan for the water conservation laws include by 2023, there will be a limit of 80 indoor gallons of water per person in a household. To track this water online, customers will need to see an uptick in their water bills for water agencies like EPCOR. And to pay for this will pay for the installation of that online system. Fines will be imposed based on the severity of the water limit exceeded. Businesses will have to comply to a set water amount too. But this will vary from business to business depending on how many people on average go in and out and what profession that business is. The limit of 80 gallons should motivate people to take shorter showers, not leave the faucet running, and simple tasks such as that. The limit still offers people enough water to do things like take a shower, do laundry, and even dishes. As you can see in this table of the average amount of water an average household in America uses, we can easily cut this usage if we just pay attention to our water habits. As you can see, toilets and faucets and showers use up the most water. Simple things as turning off the faucet and just not flush the toilet as much throughout the day can save lots of amounts of water. For turf lawn laws, single-family homes would be allowed 50% of out of back and side yard to be grass. No new grass is permitted in the front yard. Condo/apartments will not be allowed to have any new grass. Non-resident places will not be allowed new grass, excluding parks, cemeteries, and schools. Golf courses are only allowed a water budget of around 7.5 acres of feet of water per irrigated acre. Fines will be set as a 3-strike system, with increasing fines each time for the breaking of these laws. This will limit the amount of breaking these laws, and this will limit the amount of water-thirsty grass, and this will save an abundant amount of water. We live in a desert-like environment, and the city should treat the plants as such. The average American family that has a lawn uses 320 gallons of water a day on grass. The cost of a plan is this? Well, I am budgeting for things such as marketing of the laws, which should be around $10,000. And then $300,000 for the enforcement and tracking of these laws. The city will need a fleet of people going door to door checking if that household is following lawn rules and water conservation laws correctly. And this is the biggest cost. But compared to drilling more wells and the $550 million pipeline, this option is inexpensive. Marketing is just going to be expensive because we have to get the word out to all the local people so they know what to expect. This is a big change. Implementing these laws will be well worth the time, effort, and money that we put into it. The benefits to a project like this are infinite. We will keep the city alive for future generations. We can even keep Cannon Air Force Base to stay. Cannon Air Force Base makes up 1/3 of the economy in Clovis. Other things too are we can save money in the long run, even avoid a water disaster like Cape Town, South Africa did in 2017. Running out of water is something that can happen here too in America. Some people just choose not to think that. They think Africa is the only place that will run out of water. But no. In 2013, Magdalena, New Mexico, a town of roughly 1,000 people, their well ran dry, and they had no water for over a week. They had to wait until a new well was drilled. And the idea of turning on your faucet and having no water come out is a scary thought. It's something us as Americans don't think about until it actually happens. In conclusion, the benefits far outweigh the cost of this proposal. This idea is good environmentally and economically for the area. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me after this presentation, or even contact me through my phone number and email I have listed. Thank you for taking the time to be here today and listen to my presentation.